What is up, YouTube? We are back breaking down Lerone Murphy, Mavzar Evloev fight night in London? I know it's England. I don't know where in England. I don't think it's Manchester. I don't think it's Liverpool. I think it is London. Um, I feel like they do this yearly. They do a mid-March London card. Sometimes it'll be pay-per-view. Sometimes it's just stacked fight night. This time it is not really that stacked, in my opinion. You know, you got some guys that could eventually be something, but it's I don't know. I don't think it's the craziest. Oh, wait on. I think we had one fight cancellation. Um, and that was the first fight. It was the one that everybody was looking forward to, and that was um, Melissa Mullins versus Luana Carolina. Everybody was trying to watch that. Um, but yeah, it got canceled. They'll probably just make it a main event of pay-per-view down the line, because shouldn't have been starting off the card, should be ending the card, all the, yeah, yeah. Okay, now, either way, 13 fights now, not doing a random, well, I'm not doing a random hunt, I'm just gonna go start shooting some animals. Let me see where I'm gonna go here. I will probably give to, I actually do want to run Parquet, so we're gonna go Parquet right here. Let's see. Alright. So first fight now that the other fight was canceled is Chanel Dyer versus Ravina Oliveira. I don't know much about either of these women. I can't remember if Ravina is good or bad. And I feel like I've seen Chanel Dyer fight and she's not good, but I could be wrong there. I'm gonna go Ravina Oliveira second round KO. Probably not throwing like anything on this fight. I don't know either of these. I know of them. Like I've heard both their names. I probably have seen both of them fight. I just don't remember either of them enough to really be like, oh, this is where I'm feeling, So I'm just gonna throw out a flyer in that Oliveira second round KO. On to the next fight, we got Shamrock. Wait, hold on. Where should we go? We should go northwest. Hmm. What time is it? I don't know. We gotta set that shit back. Right. Shamrock versus Abdul Karim El Zawadi. Shamrock looked kind of mid in his debut. Granted, it was against Aliev, who's actually like pretty underrated guy for that division. So we'll see what Shamrock does here, but I wasn't too high on him going in and kind of lost more value, obviously, coming out like that. And then Abdul Karim El Zawadi, I feel like this guy is pretty bad from what I remember. I feel like he's not that good, but I don't know. I want to go with Shamrock here, but I want to go decision. Um, Not feeling too confident in either guy. I'm just going to rock with it's going to be a close fight, and they're going to give it to the Englishman. All right, on to the next fight. We got Louis Sutherland versus Brondo Perisic. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Puma chasing that shit. Alright, let's see. Louis Sutherland last fight, I think it was short notice against Walter Walker where he got heel hooked. Um, kind of looked slow. He looked fat. He looked trash. Therefore, I'm going with Brondo Perisic, who I think I've also seen fight. So I think this is his second fight in UFC over here, but I can't. I think first round KO did he have last time against like an Ivan Urslan? Kind of sounds familiar. I don't know, but I'm gonna rock with Perisic getting it done first round KO. And yeah, I don't think Louis Sutherland's good at all. On to the next fight, we got Antonio Tricoli versus Mantis Kondratovicius. Viscous, I don't know. This Vicious. Antonio Tricoli is really bad. I thought he was cut. I don't know why he's still in the UFC. Um, yeah, Tricoli is not good like at all. Huh. Do I wait till it kind of lines up a little bit? This is so dank out here. Oh yeah, these guys all kind of came in. That's a big four. Okay, we're gonna crawl over there. Antonio Tricoli is horrible. Should have been cut. Mantis Kondratovicius. I don't know if this guy's off the Contender Series. I don't know if he's just one of these last minute European signings that they do that end up to be somewhat decent. But I gotta rock with Kondratovicius. Second round KO. I don't think he gets Tricoli out of there right away just because I don't know the guy too well, but you know, it's very possible. So I'm going to go with second round KO over here. On to the next fight, we got Felipe Franco facing Mario Pinto. Don't know anything about Felipe Franco, um, but he in this Tapology photo he looks jacked and massive. But same with Louis Sutherland's Tapology photo, and we saw how he looked in the Walter Walker fight. So don't really know what to believe over there. With the Felipe Franco thing. But besides the fact, I mean, let's talk about. Oh, wait, I thought that one. No, I really want that one. I'm just trying to scope this stuff out, but it's kind of tough. Yeah, I think we gotta go with this guy. Um, yeah, besides the fact Mario Pinto, I think, is one of the best heavyweight prospects we have right now in the UFC. Um, no doubt about it. I'd argue and say he's probably the best, unless there is someone very new that I'm not thinking of. But no, he probably is the best. Right before Towson Teixeira choked his. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, wrong gun. Right before Towson Teixeira choked when the UFC fed him Derek Lewis in his second fight, I thought Towson Teixeira and Mario Pinto were going to be the guys to save heavyweight down the line. Um, I miss? Did I miss? I didn't miss. No, 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 no. Come back, come back. Wait. I'm an idiot. I was gonna scare him the fuck away now. Oh, did I hit it? No way. What a shot. I don't know if it goes down. Ah, I was in the area that was already messed up, bro. Damn, what am I doing shooting at that shit? I mean, I just want to see if I hit it. I'm off this, so. But yeah, I think Mario Pinto's really good. I don't know if he gets to finish here, just because, like I said, I'm looking at this Tapology photo of Felipe Franco, and he looks crazy. But I'm going to say Mario Pinto, clear decision, 30-27s. Um, Being very well rounded. He has great grappling or decent grappling, pretty solid striking, moves fairly well for a heavyweight. He's pretty calculated too. He's not just going in there and just looking to kill it. Well, I don't know. It is what it is, but we'll see. Now on to the next fight. Lucien Chieta versus Nathaniel Wood. This is a very, very fun fight. This is probably the fight I'm looking forward to the most on this card outside the main event. And even then, I think this fight is going to be more entertaining. So I'm actually very excited for this one. Didn't even know this was a matchup till I was making these predictions a few days ago. But yeah, I get it, I get it. So that's not. Is there another four, or is that like D4? Um, I don't even know where I shot this thing. Um, yeah, so this will be Chieta's debut because he pulled out when he was supposed to fight Pitbull due to an injury. And then there's rumors that they cut him after he pulled out. I was like, how does this make sense when I don't know. It was just like it was weird. I'm so glad that those rumors were not true. I thought we had didn't that have something like that happen with Cedric Deumb or something like that when he was supposed to. Oh my gosh, there's just so many axes. Is this even worth my time going over here? There's access to your nation out here. Yeah, I'm getting out of it. I don't even care. If that was a diamond, so be it. It's whatever. It's just not worth it. Where we gotta go? Let's go. Yeah, whatever. So, someone's running up on me. Something was running up on me. Um, yeah, so Chieta, this will be his debut, and it's against Nathaniel Wood, who is very underrated. I don't think Nathaniel Wood, actually, he could eventually be a top 10 fighter. But that's it. I don't think he ever gets top five. I can see him hovering around like 7 to 15 position in the rankings. I don't really see him going above that, but he's got a tough matchup in Keita. But at the same time, it's Nathaniel Wood, man. This guy just went out there, had a great comeback win against Jose Delgado, but then Delgado didn't look the greatest against Feely. So I don't know. Nathaniel Woods also lost to Naimov, even though I think Naimov like cheated and stuff, and that was a close fight. Um, I don't know. I don't know how I go here. I've never seen Keita fight, but I'm pretty sure I've seen highlights, but like he looks like legit. Like I would definitely. He doesn't. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. he gives me like vibes that I want to go down here and see if there's another. Um, Keita gives me vibes that he'd actually like do really well. Um, Coming over from a different promotion on like a pit bull or something like that. So I'm gonna go with Keita decision. Um, Competitive, but I think Keita is gonna look really good out there, and people are gonna start to jump on the bandwagon a little bit. So I'm rocking Lucy and Keita decision. On to the next fight, we got Axel Sola versus Mason Jones. Mason Jones is kind of mid. I think his last fight he came back against Oki, or yeah, it was something like that. Because Oki had him hurt really bad in the first round, and then I think Mason Jones dropped him towards the end of the first round or stunned him really bad. And then last two rounds was just Mason Jones asserting the grappling and just kind of doing well from what I remember. Axel Sola, I bet against him. Wait, hold on, something just happened. Oh, that's weird. All right. Oh, what is going on? Am I getting like hacked or something? Yeah, Axel Sola, I bet against him. I forget who. What was that? That France card? I think it was because he's French. I feel like he was on that French card, and I forget who I bet against him with. Like it was like a Favola. It was like someone that's been around for a minute, but like it's not right outside the lightweight rankings, but it's like up there. And, Sola won. He looked better than I thought a French lightweight would look. Actually, well, French lightweights are actually really good, but um, I don't know. Yeah, I was just learning about the guy, and I was like, he might be decent. After the fight, of course. Um, all right, what am I doing? Gotta keep going. I don't know. I was trying to get probably see what if I can get a better view up there. Um, yeah, Mason Jones just not someone I can really trust. I'm gonna assume that Axel Solo will build off of that first debut win and get another win here by decision. Competitive, but fun moments. Nothing too crazy. Won't be anything to really put Solo on anyone's watch list either. On to the next fight, we got Danny Silva versus Curtis Campbell. Um, Now this is interesting. I can't really remember Curtis Campbell's fight on the Contender Series, but I do remember he looked really well. I think it was a first round KO. I just can't remember who it was or how it happened or whatever. But I feel like I do remember him getting a quick and early finish. Um, he's good. He looks powerful. He's fast. What is this called? Peccary? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at all the collared peccary. Things are just getting murked. There we go. These are small. I actually kind of feel bad killing those things. I don't know why. Oh, oh, look at the little colored peccary. No, I'm joking. But Curtis Campbell's going up against somebody that even Kevin Vallejos couldn't finish. And make Vallejos not look that good. Well, Vallejos still like won clearly, but well, it was clear, but it wasn't like blown out of the water by any means. Do I just pop this thing? I don't think I got it. Um, yeah, Danny Silva, even though Danny Silva was making me mad in that fight, not because I'm a Vallejos fan, but because he was doing all this, just like taunting and, kind of showboating, but not really doing much else, but he was quick. He was able to avoid some of the big Vallejo shots. He moves around really well too. Great footwork. Um, which can be tricky for some guys. It's going to be tricky. So we'll see if Curtis Campbell can find that finish. I don't think he does, but I do think that he wins. He just gets the better of the combos and he just pieces it all up, gets the volume as well, and then lands the bigger shots. And Curtis Campbell decision win in England. Now on to the next fight. We got Roman Dolidze versus Christian Leroy Duncan, CLD. Um, I didn't get it. I mean, should I? What? Is the game broken or something? What? That's so weird. That's really weird. Yeah, Dolidze, I think last fight was against Anthony Hernandez when he just got dragged across the cage into a choke. Uh, Dolidze is so mid. I thought after the Hermanson fight when he got him in the calf slicer, I'm like, oh, this guy, watch out for this guy. He might be something. He might be an issue in a striking heavy middleweight division. Watch out for this guy. No, you don't need to watch out for this guy. He's not that good. It is what it is. He does get go on some random win streaks, which is kind of weird. But like, I think he's just around because these divisions are so mid, which is so crazy to say. Even middleweight, which I thought was like getting better, it's still mid. It's just that's life. Mule deer? I forgot mule deer on this map. Um, but yeah, Christian Leroy Duncan. This guy's interesting. He's gone on a couple win streaks here in the UFC, but I forget, did he lose to RoboCop? He lost to RoboCop or someone else. Like he has a loss or two in the UFC. But he's a really good striker. Very versatile with the striking as well. Um, I don't know. Can Delidze get him to the ground? And if so, is Delidze going to control him, sub him? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Christian Leroy Duncan is going to have the benefit here, and I think he's going to make it look somewhat easy, honestly. I think he is. I think that really will happen. So I'm going to go Christian Leroy Duncan decision, but he doesn't finish the lids. They could see him knocking him down or rocking him really bad, though, at one point. And on to the next fight, we got Austin Lane versus Iwo Baranowski. Austin Lane, I guess, making light heavyweight debut. It's another guy I feel like that should be cut, but whatever. I guess they're like, hey, see if this works, I guess. But he's going up against a uh, he's going up against an absolute killer. And Iwo Baranowski, who went crazy on the Contender Series. I was sitting there, I was like, what is this guy? 6 foot, but he looks like smaller than 6 feet. And I was like, oh, he's gonna get smoked. He destroys the guy on the Contender Series, and then he's going up against Ebo Aslan. And who did I have? I might have had Ebo Aslan. I might have been like, ah, Ebo Aslan. He's learned from his mistakes. He's gonna get this guy out. Gets out Ebo Aslan in an insane, one of the greatest one-round fights ever. Some are saying it is the greatest one-round fight of all time. Um, where they're both just knocking each other down, getting advantages on each other, and then the one's coming back to chin the other. That was insane. That was crazy. Um, I gotta go Ivo Varanowski. There's no way I'm making that mistake for the third time, especially against Austin Lane. If it was like someone else, I'm trying to think in light heavyweight, like Abdul Rahman Yakayev or whatever that dude's name is. If it was like him, like I'd probably get bet against Baranowski, but like not a lot of guys outside of like the rankings in light heavyweight I'm not gonna bet for against Baranowski, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Baranowski first round KO. I think he gets that one done. Then we got Michael Page versus Sam Patterson, MVP. Um, MVP, bro. I've never been a big fan. I respect. He is actually pretty good, no doubt. One of the best strikers in the sport. I get it, no doubt about it. I think the antics are a little cringe. I think he's kind of a weirdo. I think he's nah. Never mind. I'm on YouTube. I gotta be careful what I gotta say. But like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, but like you gotta respect some stuff he's talking about, with the UFC fighter pay and stuff, that's real. And then what do? They give him Sam Patterson. This should be a fun matchup. It is. It should be, honestly. But MVP deserves better than this. He just beat one of the biggest middleweight prospects. His only loss is to Ian Gary in the UFC. Other than that, he's made it look somewhat easy against everybody else. So he's definitely being disrespected, no doubt about it. So it should be a fun matchup, but why are they giving him Sam Patterson? Who, to be fair, Sam Patterson's on a 3 or 4 fight win streak. He's looking a lot better since he's first come into the promotion. I'm very interested. This lake is sick. I don't even remember this lake that much. Dang. But like the problem with big lakes like this is like you can only render in so much. Interesting. Yeah, you can only render in so much, but I think I'm just gonna walk back down here and see what's this. All right. Yeah, I think I gotta go with. Hmm. Hmm. I'm going MVP. I can't. I know Patterson's on a crazy win streak. He's a younger guy. I can't. I don't think this is where MVP loses. I think MVP loses again here shortly. I just don't think it's against Sam Patterson. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go MVP. 130-27, 229-28, something like that. Sam Patterson's gonna have moments, but it's just gonna be like, oh, too soon. But and then yeah, people are gonna be calling for MVP. The MVP fans are gonna be calling for him being the title eliminator. The realistic fans are gonna be like, okay, like give him another top 10 opponent. Like let's see him actually try to build towards something. On to the co-main event, we got Michael Aswell Jr. versus Luke Riley. Um, yeah, I think they're really trying to build up this Luke Riley guy. So that ought to be interesting. Luke Riley was on that Qatar card back in November when he beat Bogdan Grad. Um, was it second round KO? I think. Yeah, second round KO. He was getting controlled all the first round, and second round he hit him with like a oh, he hit him with like something that like oh gosh, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? Oh my gosh. He's dying. He's dying. Um, yeah, I think he hit him like on the side of the temple or some Grodd went down really bad and then it was just ground and pound and it was just over. He was dead. Which is kind of crazy because I feel like Grodd is taking like a lot of big shots. So maybe this guy really does hit that hard, but they're clearly trying to build him up as something. I mean, MVP. I'm not even gonna get into this. This is crazy. Like MVP should be co-main over this, but like whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, I should have known that this Paramount deal was just going to be a disaster. It's never based on merit anymore. It's going to be a popularity contest even more now than ever. Whatever. But yeah. I mean, Aswell Jr. I remember him kind of proving me wrong on a few things. I was like, oh, this guy's not going to be that good. He's going to get chinned or whatever. And then I think he won in his last fight. And he looked like pretty good. I think he trains with like Joshua Van. Um, so I don't think Luke Riley gets him out of there that quick, but I'm gonna say in the third round Luke Riley does it. So third round KO Luke Riley. And then they're gonna try to build this guy into another star. So we'll see what happens there. On to the main event, Lerone Murphy versus Mavza Evloev. There is a decent amount of legacy on the line. I think they're breaking records just with this matchup, like highest combined undefeated amongst records going into a matchup. I think they're a combined 36-0-1, which surpasses Shavkat and Ian Gary being matched up at 33-0, um, combined, obviously. And there's a lot here. I don't think it's going to be the funnest fight. Unfortunately, I hope I'm proven wrong, regardless of the winner. Actually, I mean, the Evloev and Sterling fight was really fun, but that was also because Sterling had the grappling to match Evloev. I don't know if Murphy has that. I'm going to be honest. Murphy should definitely have the striking advantage. I was literally just watching Evloev hit pads. It was not pretty. I was like, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just for one of those like cuts, but it was just I don't know. But I think the grappling advantage is definitely Evloev's way. Um, you could argue they both have underrated striking and grappling for their respective sides, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Evloev's striking. I think Murphy does have decent grappling. I don't think it's going to be able to match Evloev, no doubt. So let me go here. Um, 5 rounds. First main event, I'm pretty sure I heard for Evloev, so we don't know how he holds up in 5 rounds, actually, which is so crazy to think about, actually. That is actually crazy. I did not even think about that. Do I change my pick main event mid? No, I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm going to pick Mobzar Evloev decision. I have a feeling, not a strong feeling, clearly, as I would almost just change my pick, but I have a feeling that Evloev is going to hold down Murphy for most of the fight, similar to Hamzat, Islam, and Charles, and he's going to win dominantly. People are going to call for him to get next title shot. We'll get on Tuesday the announcement for Gene Silva and Volkanovski title shot. And Evloev would probably, I would imagine he'll face the winner of that matchup whenever that is next. But maybe because of all the things I fear with the Paramount deal and what's been going on recently, there might be a world where Evloev has to fight again or gets skipped after or some BS and it's whatever. But I mean, winner of this, no matter what, should get it next. It should not be Gene Silva. I don't care how fun the fight is. I don't care about the casual base. I get why they do it. I get it. It's their business. They need to make money. But like, no, like, come on. But I think his gas tank is going to fade as it goes on, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And I think 149, 46, 248, 47s. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just going to be grapple fest on Evloev's side, in my opinion. I wish we would see, a lot of everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, and we could. We very well could. Murphy's takedown defense could be a lot better than all those guys, and then it could pose some problems for Evloev. And then Evloev could trick Murphy on the feet, and maybe catch him. I don't know. Like I wanted to be a fun fight. Nothing like I don't need a barn burner. Like I'm fine with it being technical, but like back and forth where they're both kind of showcasing their skills. Like that's kind of why I went with this, and because someone's win streak has to go here. Like, why not make it a competitive fight where it's like you don't have much to lose? But we'll see how they approach this. 13 fights. Hopefully, we can build off the last week's momentum. Um, early card too, which is awesome. That always makes me feel a lot better about this life. But I don't know, YouTube. We'll see what happens with everything else. Other than that, it's been real. Goodbye.